Hello, my friends. Hope you are all doing well today. Just going to give myself a minute, and it looks like we are set and live. Everything looks good on my end. As you pop in, say hello. Let me know how the sound is. If you are catching the replay, just go ahead and fast forward just a minute or so while we just check to make sure we're in the right place at the right time. But it kind of looks like I am. So if you are here, go ahead and say hello. And I'll just give it a few seconds before I get started. All good. Okay, sound is good. That's what I like to hear, and we got the good to go. Well, welcome friends. Welcome to Cards by TLC. My name is Tammy Savello, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of the San Francisco Bay Area. If you are new to my channel, hello John, hello Patty. Today is Thursday, January 5th, 2023. Can you believe that? It's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time if you are catching the live. If you are catching the replay, just go ahead and fast forward as I say hello to my friends that are joining me. Patty, John, hello. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday season. However you celebrated it, I hope it was wonderful. Welcome back, my friends. I took a little over a month off for some much needed time to be present in the moment in the holiday season. It was busy craft fair season for me, so I needed that to regenerate my body and soul. So we are back in action, and what a perfect day to be back. We have all kinds of goodness today. Today is the kickoff launch of the brand new 2023 January to April mini catalog and the celebration brochure. Like I said, first off, we've got the brand new 2023 January to April mini catalog. I'm so excited to be playing with some brand new products today, and I can actually show you inside the catalog, so I'm excited about that. And then we also have the 2023 celebration brochure. If you are not familiar with the celebration promotion through Stampin' Up, it is an incredible promotion that we earn free product whether you shop, host, or join. If you have orders of $50 or $100 or more, you get to pick from 2 levels. Let's go ahead and officially just kind of walk through that. First off, we have the cute owls and carrots. These two are probably one of my favorites, and I apologize for that glare. These two are probably one of my top favorites, and in fact, I have a couple of samples I'd like to share with you using the owls. These adorable owls are adorable. They have 3 little images and some fun little sentiments, but here is my first one of this little guy. I think this little guy is probably my favorite. And then of course our birthday owl. And then I had to do 3 different colors of the cute little, I guess, professor maybe looking type owl, but I absolutely am kind of obsessed with these little owls. And I actually, at first, when I looked through the brochure, I didn't really like the carrots, but I'm really excited to be playing with this. I've seen so many amazing samples that I'm excited to play with that. And then moving forward, we have amazing designer paper. These are all at the first level $50 purchase in my online store. Some fun farm paper that is great for kids scrapbooking. A great sentiment set, sending support. We certainly all need that at this time of year. And then again, more paper. And this watercolor paper, or this watercolor stamp set, I'm excited to kind of play with. In fact, my amazing friend Patty Bennett is going to be showcasing that in her live tomorrow. So be sure to stop by Patty Stamps on Facebook at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So she's going to be playing with that and showing some samples of that. And then in the $100 range, level 2, we have this Beautifully Happy stamp set. I have that, so I'll be playing and showing samples of that. But this, my friends, is the deal, this major steal deal right there. 48 sheets of 12 by 12 designer series paper. This paper is delicious. I absolutely love this paper. Look at this mega pack with all these amazing designs. These colors are so retro and fun. I am going to be obsessed with this. You're going to be seeing a lot of projects in the future with all this paper. This paper is absolutely incredible. So we are going to have many samples with that going forward. And then if you place a $300 order, we call it the Mega Host order in my little world, you get amazing Host Rewards products as well as an exclusive stamp set for the Host benefits. I absolutely love that. Again, another watercolor stamp set, very scenic, very pretty. I'm excited about that. And if you are wanting amazing perks, discounts, and part of my tender loving crafter community and family, we have an incredible join offer with 3 incredible options that you get to pick a customizable kit from. All of these details are on my blog post today, January 5th, 2023 at cardsbytlc.com. So head on over there after we're done with the live and take a look at the join special that we have. This, my friends, is a sneak peek of one of the new 2023-2025 in colors. It is called Boho Blue. You know me and my blues. I am absolutely obsessed with this. So this is a great, great, great options that you get to choose from. So let's go ahead and put that aside. And are you ready to see what suite we are playing with today? We are kicking off today with the very first suite out of the brand new mini catalog. And this suite is my favorite because I am a Valentine's girl. It is called the Country Floral Lane Suite. I absolutely love this suite. It has amazing designer paper, amazing products with it. Of course, you have your bundle, the Country Bouquet Bundle, which we're going to be using that today. But before I get started with that, let me show you this paper. The first paper that is showcased in there is the Country Gingham, and it comes in 6x6. So many amazing colors. Mint Macaron, Balmy Blue. I think it's Sweet Sorbet and Petal Pink. These colors are so fun, and I am a gingham girl. I love me some gingham. So this paper is great. This comes in 6x6 as part of the suite. Another part of the suite is 12x12 designer paper, and which we're going to be using our projects today. And it's the Country Floral designer paper. I love this paper. It just makes me happy. I am not a flower girl, but I'm telling you, this paper makes me happy. And this is what we're going to be using in our projects today. And then also part of this suite is this amazing ribbon. It is the Real Red and Burlap Ribbon Combo Pack. When I originally heard burlap, I was thinking of the texture of burlap and how the roughness is. But when I got this, I was surprised on how soft this was. So I'm thinking that they're calling it the burlap color. That's what I'm thinking. But this ribbon is soft. It ties real easily. It makes great bows. Look at this. Let me just make a really quick bow for you. And of course, you know me and bows. I don't do them quickly, but it lays flat. and it fussies up really nice. And it's soft. And then we're going to be using this red ribbon today. So that's going to be in today's project. So I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side. And another part of this suite is these cute pastel adhesive bracketed sequin gems. Say that several times. But it comes in balmy blue, petal pink, and gold. So we're going to be using that on today's project. So we'll put that off to the side. And then of course you have your bundle, which has the country bouquet stamp set and the punch. Now, if you saw my Facebook post yesterday and Instagram post, I showcased how amazing this punch lines up with this designer paper. Hold on just one second. Let me see if I have another piece of it. I may have already cut up all of them. But, oh no, here we go. I've got one more piece. But this lines up so nicely with our designer paper. I absolutely love when the designer paper and the punch match up perfectly. And like when the dies match up with this, I absolutely love this. So we will go ahead and put that off to the side because I've already stamped or punched all the images that we need out for that. And are you ready to see our first project today? Let me go ahead and put this stuff off to the side. I've already mounted my stamp, so I don't need that. So our first project today is using that punch, and I've already pre-punched out our little images that we need our little pieces that we need for our card today. But this is the card that we are creating today. It's a cute little basic straightforward card you can mass produce. That's why I have all these pieces in little containers already. I love them. Thank you, Patty, for these containers. I do die cutting for Patty, and she calls me her die cutting fairy. And she was at TJ Maxx and bought me these set of these little containers. They're perfect. I think they were like a set of 6 for like maybe $5, $6. It was an amazing price. So if you have a TJ Maxx or Marshalls, go in their organizing department and their office department. They have great deals. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, the sizes and dimensions will be on my blog post tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com on January 6th. But we are starting off with a basic white thick piece of cardstock at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2 or folded in half. And then we have a piece of our designer paper, and that is at 4 1/4, or sorry, 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have a piece of balmy blue, and that piece is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Again, don't worry about getting the sizes and dimensions. You can write them down, but they will be on my blog post tomorrow. And then we have this cute part of the designer paper with the blue hearts, of course, blue hearts. And this is at 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. And then our piece of basic white, and that little strip piece is cut at 1 3/8 by 3 1/4. And that is what we're going to be stamping with on. And in fact, we're going to go ahead and, before we put all these pieces together, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my image, bring in the sentiment. It is, I love that we are friends. I love this stamp set because it's got multiple sentiments on there, and not only for Valentine's Day, but it could be used for birthday, thinking of you, friendship, just anything that just really very versatile. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp that in the corner. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys had a great New Year. We had a very low-key New Year. And that is in the top corner. I'm glad that the weather has calmed down. We've had some insanely amount of rain that in the past 24 to 48 hours. And it's finally calmed down, but we had winds last night that were like 50, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and it was crazy ridiculous, and flooding and all of that, and we're expected to have a lot more rain. I mean, granted, we certainly need it here in California, but my goodness, all at once, no, not good. Okay, and then we have our cute little heart, and that punch, what I love about that punch is it punches out these pieces individually. So we need, oh, I forgot to put the little heart on the original one. Well, we need to do that. So we'll get our glue dot out and put that on there. And of course, I don't have my take your pick tool right in front of me. There we go. I was able to grab that. Almost forgot that little piece there. Let's finish off the sample first. There we go. Cute. Okay, now we have our pieces, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the 2 dark green and the 1 light green like I do in the sample. Thank you, Sarah. Welcome. I'm glad you made it. Okay, and then the first thing I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and just take my glue dots and add the leaf pieces to my heart. Just kind of off to the side there. I love these glue dots. They make life a lot easier. That in the camera. And then I'm just kind of looking at my sample to see how I did that. Yep, I did that there. And then bring in that. And it makes it a lot easier to glue it down with the pieces already on there. And that makes it a lot easier. So we'll just kind of put that off to the side with our little heart so we don't forget about it. And then we'll glue down our other pieces. Bring Tom out for the new year. Gotta break him in. He had a lot of time off. So we need to break out our Tombow glue. Now, of course, you could use any adhesive that you want. But you know me, I like my liquid glue because it allows for wiggle room. Thank you, Elaine. Welcome. There's that. See, I've already kind of moved that up. I want to make sure it's even all the way around. Then we have our balmy blue piece. You just got through making 30 cards using the 2 kisses and hugs. Oh, I love that with the paper pumpkin. Oh, how fun. I missed out on this month's paper pumpkin, and I'm so bummed. Thank you, Patty. That down, and then of course we've got our little designer paper, and I just did an 1/8 of an inch difference just for a slight little border around it so we can showcase kind of that red. A lot of the times I like to do a 1/4 of a difference, but the 1/8 just gives it just that slight little border around, and I love it. And then we are going to go ahead and put our strip on. You made Valentine's Day, sympathy, birthday, and anniversary cards. You have been one busy lady, Elaine. I need to get on making craft fair items, and I like to do that kind of throughout the year so I'm not caught last minute if I want to pick up a craft fair at the last minute. I'm looking to see what kind of spring events we might have. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up with Stampin' Dimensionals. Now you can certainly just glue it directly on there, but I wanted to pop this one up just for a little dimension. Thank you. I love the color combination and the layers. Thank you. I appreciate that, ladies. Okay, and then I'm going to pop that up, and then I think I'm going to pop the heart up as well, just for something different. I think that fits. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I needed to do a mini on that, but yeah, we need to pop that one up as well. And then of course, we're going to finish up with my sequins. Here's a tip I like to do is I just came up with this, but I'm writing what catalog they're in. So when I'm doing a live, I can let them know it's out of the mini catalog or the annual catalog or whatever catalog we're currently in. And of course, I'm going to use blue because we have the blue there, but any of these colors would work great with this. The petal pink would work just fine, the blue, the gold, but whoops. Alrighty. We're gonna already jump off of the piece of paper, aren't we? Okay, sorry you guys. It's just stuck on my finger and there we go. We can't get it off. Okay, my putty is not cooperating with this. I think it's because my fingers are sticky from the glue, but that's okay. There we go. Now we're cooking, or we thought we were. Okay, there we go. And the first project is done. Like I said, quick, simple, very easy layout. Can make multiples really fast with. And there we have it. It could be cold too. You're absolutely right. I know my hands are cold. Where did I get the containers? Oh, these, Sarah, you may have missed the beginning when I was talking about these, but my friend Patty got these at TJ Maxx, which is a local discount store here in California. I don't know if you have TJ Maxx where you live, but Marshall's, TJ Maxx, any type of discount type store, in their like office supply organizing aisle, they have multiple containers there, but this was like a package of 6 for like $5-6. So she hooked me up. I do a lot of die cutting for her. I'm her die cutting fairy. So she wanted to give me a thank you gift for all the die cutting and to organize the die cutting that I do for her. So it worked out perfectly. And they stack up really nicely. So these are perfect. And that is project number 1. Project number 2 is a gate fold. Or I'm sorry, not gate fold, a Dutch door fold. And there we go with our scallop contour die and as the inside piece. But I'm going to go ahead and go over this really quick. I actually went ahead and pre-cut it already ahead of time. My vision, I'm still struggling with a little bit. So so I don't have my camera or my head in the camera. I went ahead and pre-cut that for you. That is a good idea. Get so many of them to, I know, right? Thank you. So I will go over this really quick. It is a half sheet of cardstock of 5.5 by 8.5, scored it 4 1/4, and then let me just show you on my trimmer. I went in at 2 3/4, I think it is. Hold on just one second. Where am I? Yes, 2 3/4 mark. And then I took the cutting blade and I cut up to that first score line, and then flipped it around, and then I cut it down, and it pulls it out and releases it. And then the access piece that I used, I went ahead and did my label off of that, so there was no waste there. And now these labels, I will go over that really quick, where I got those from. That is from the mini catalog as well, on page, I believe it was like 17, or yes, page 17. It's called the Something Fancy Dies. And these labels are so cute. Now, if you notice a little decorative on the top, it comes with 3 little decorative little pieces that fit perfectly in that part of the die. So that gives it a cute little topper on there. So that is what we used, and we used this little topper right there. And cut these out of basic white. And then, of course, the inside piece is basic white, and it's the largest piece of the scalloped and contoured. This is in the annual catalog. And then, of course, our cute little designer paper. This piece is cut at 2 5/8 by 4 1/8, and this is a cute little bicycle paper. I love this paper. So let's go ahead and start with our stamping of our hearts. And we have our cute little, it's like the double heart, but there's a space in between there because this matches up with our punch. So if you want to stamp a bunch of these in different colors, you can punch that out. But I got that one out of there, and I'm just inking this top part. And we are going to go ahead and do that. And that is in Petal Pink. And then, of course, these cute little hearts are going to be in the Real Red. Oh, no, you're totally fine, Sarah. I appreciate you joining. Thank you, Patty, for answering that for me. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to stamp the whole image. I'm just going to do the, you'll see the space right there. So you just kind of come in and just ink that corner piece. And then we are going to just down and stamp. Normally I have my little piercing mat under here because it is a photopolymer, so we're gonna hope and pray that it worked out just fine. And we did. Perfect. Now you'll see that lines in there, that's a distinctive stamp, so that is meant to be kind of like a little rustic look. So don't expect a solid image. Okay, and then we are going to come in with these cute little hearts. I probably should have stamped the sentiment first so we had room, but I think I left myself enough room. If not, I have another little die cut image out. Oh, we need the red for the sentiment, and I'm using the same sentiment. I love that we are friends because I have a bunch of thank you cards that I want to send out for Christmas gifts and friendship cards. I really wanted to get a lot more Christmas cards out this season, but because of the craft fair and the so crazy, by the time I came to working on my cards, I was over Christmas. I'll be honest. So I like to honestly send out Valentine's Day cards. Valentine's Day is my second, probably tied with Christmas, on my favorite holiday. And yeah, my dad was a die-hard romantic and hopeless romantic, and he treated us ladies in our family like queens. Oops, I got a little smudge on there, but that is okay. We are going to add that to the inside. And cover that up. And what I love about this largest scalloped die is that it covers the whole inside. So when you're doing any color on an inside of a card, this actually gives it an extra little decorative border. Typically I'll just do a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white cardstock, but I love this, that it gives it some little decorative pieces. And then you will notice that on this fold, this is not, you don't want that attached. So instead of having both of these pieces laid on top of that, this piece right here is going to go in first, and then we're going to put our designer paper on top of that, and then that piece will lay on top of that. So it kind of hides that because I'm stacking this. I guess it really doesn't matter. It could still work, but I kind of like the fact that I put that on first. So either way, it will work just fine, but you know what? It will work either way. So I'm going to show you what I did just so you could see what I did, but it would work just fine with that on top. So we're going to go ahead and do what the original design is, and that is putting this down first. I think the original layout that I got from had a longer piece, and I think that's why it was hidden behind the designer paper, because this piece was longer than the front panel piece, and I think that's what and I just goofed that up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we're going to, I cannot believe, see, that's what happens when I start talking. I am going to quickly bring in my die cutting machine, and you get to watch me quickly die cut a piece out. In fact, I don't want to shake that table. I'm going to quickly do it off to the side over here. But that's what you get. We got live TV here. Let me just quickly cut out a piece, and let me get the dies out really quick. And you saw me goof up live. So we're going to quickly die cut this piece out first and do it the correct way. Bear with me just 1 second. I don't want to shake the camera, so that's why I'm doing it off camera. And there we go. Quick fix. Okay, let's do it correctly now. Now what you're going to want to do is just glue the bottom half. I know. So that's what you want to do, is glue the bottom half only, because if you did the whole thing, then of course you're going to have it glued to the whole card. You don't want that. So there we go. Easy peasy, quick fix. And then our designer piece of paper goes right on there. There we go. And then again, we're going to want, actually this time you can put, I think that's what got me confused. You're able to put the whole glue on this piece. So this piece you can clearly glue because it layers on top of the petal pink piece and your designer paper. So that is safe to glue down whole. And then we are going to bring in our real red ribbon. Oh my goodness, it is really pouring. I don't know if you guys, if it'll pick up on that on the mic, but it is really coming down right now. It was sunny just probably about an hour ago. This is just crazy. This weather is just absolutely insane. And I know my Midwest friends are laughing at us because they have been hit hard with some serious weather, but we are not used to A, rain, and B, this much rain. So it's causing a lot of chaos. And I'm going to go ahead and cut hopefully tie this ribbon nicely on camera. I do not do bows well on camera. Usually I do a faux ribbon. And I'm usually all thumbs, especially on video. But we're going to go ahead and try this and hope and pray that this comes out. And it's a little loose, so if you have a loose bow, you just do a tuck of a glue dot, and that'll hold it down. I did not glue it down, so I'm really glad I caught that. Okay, and then we're just gonna put that down there. I do not do bows on camera. I will full on admit that. Usually I do a faux bow, and I was hoping that this will work, and it's working just fine. There we go. I might stick another little glue dot down there just so it holds maybe a little bit better. There we go. Ha! Showed them who's boss. And trim that. Trim that. I'm still not happy with that bow. We're just gonna kind of let it be. And we'll mess with it off camera. But you get the idea. It's still cute little bow. Now we are going to go ahead and bring in our sequins again and play with the gold sequins. Love the gold. Just makes it pop a little bit more. Now, if you noticed, I did not do the insides of these cards because A, I want to leave room for just some writing down below on this one. And then the other one, I wasn't sure what I was going to make it, if it was going to leave it a friendship card or a thank you card. So I have a tendency to just do the card fronts on a lot of them and then figure out how I want to use that. Bows are not something I'm with you, John. I'm with you. Bows are not my friend. I usually don't do bows on my cards, and actually I'm surprised I did bows on a few others, but if I sit down and take my time, I do fine with them. It's when I have to do them on a live or in a class, I just don't do that. So there we have it. There are our projects that we made today. What do you think? Do you like it? Kick off some Valentine's Day fun. Now, be sure to tune in to me next Thursday because I will be having a lot more Valentine's Day fun. In fact, I will show you what I will be using in the catalog here. So today we played with this, and I do have this amazing bundle coming in tomorrow, but these cute, I'm a cat person. I have 2 kitties, Oliver and Trouble. So if you follow me on social media, you know all about them, but I'm going to be playing with these kitties and making cute little Valentine's Day treats next Thursday. So be sure you tune in next Thursday for that. But I'm kind of obsessed with this. So I'm glad you enjoyed today's projects. All the products I used will be along with in the description box below, as well as the blog tomorrow on January 6th. at cardsbytlc.com. Speaking of blogs, I'm doing something extra special for my newsletter subscribers. If you head over to my blog at cardsbytlc.com and you click the subscribe button off to the right-hand sidebar where it says subscribe to my newsletter, you'll be receiving an exclusive monthly video that I'm only creating as a special thank you for my newsletter subscribers. And it is a one-sheet wonder series. If you're not familiar with the one-sheet wonder, is you take a 12 by 12 designer series paper, I cut it up different ways, and you create multiple cards, making 9, 10, 11, sometimes 12 cards. So as a thank you and as a monthly subscriber, you will be receiving an exclusive video each month, and that will be going out in a separate email to you. But it will be an exclusive video that you only have access to. So as a thank you for subscribing to my blog and my newsletter, that will be going out. Speaking of subscribe, if you enjoyed today's projects and if you love my projects, I would love for you to click that button, that little red subscribe button, or actually I think it's black now, in the bottom corner of the screen. So click the subscribe, click the like. It gets my content out there. It helps me grow my channel. I'm really focusing on growing my channel in 2023. So if you have any crafting friends that would love to see my creativity page, I would love for you to share my YouTube channel with them. So thank you for joining me today. I will be seeing you all next week. I really appreciate you stopping by today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe out there if you're in California or the Midwest. Have a good night, and I will see you all next week. Bye, guys.